Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
All right, Daniel, I got you back on. It looks like everybody's having a pretty good time, I must say.
Yeah, the kids seem like they're really enjoying those protein bars, and I feel good. I am full. I don't know how you're feeling, Andrew.
I mean, I guess full is not the way to describe it. I feel satisfied.
Wait
Satisfied,
a second.
yes.
Is your stomach metal? I'm confused here. Like, do you get the same feelings of like, I'm full, or ooh, upset stomach, or do you like, I don't know, have like weird, like, things for that?
I get sent code that says that I don't require more nutritional value.
But what if you eat too much, like I did?
Oh, it just goes out the ejection port, you know?
What? Wait, where's the ejection port?
I mean, that's private, Jay.
Oh my god.
I think it's his ass.
That was gonna be my first thought. But who knows?
I don't mean to be crass, but like, I'm almost jealous sometimes when I watch you guys eat all of the nice food that the captains get.
Yeah. Those sandwiches, those
yeah.
Ribs of meat that I'm certain was from an animal that, was probably not a floating spaceborne creature that somebody just pulled in and cooked for us. Like, could have just delicious food on here, right?
You could have just stopped at the first part and said, I'm pretty sure it was from an animal, and then just stop there.
Yeah, but then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, well, we're in space for a while. I mean, where are we getting all these animals? I haven't run into any sort of like farm type of setup on this ship, although it is big. A lot of questions, so many things.
Yeah, Iceberg really makes some good food for us now. It's cool that we get the cool shit now that we're captains.
Yeah, no more protein paste for us.
Yeah. I want to be clear. Did we feed that little punk kid some of those bars? Because I'm not okay with that.
Oh, yeah. That kid was an asshole. Did we give him a bar? I guess we handed him out. Yes, you can't really control it.
We kind of went to our own private dining room and then just sort of focused on eating all of the good food and kind of forgot everything else we were doing. Like investigating Chidori.
Oh, Chidori, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could, but I'm so full now. I got so much food in there, and I don't really want to go probably so far away, and I have to move quickly.
I've got an idea, Jay. We just don't. And just leave it for later.
It's
It'll take care of
fine.
itself.
We're the captains. We don't have to solve every problem on the ship. They'll be fine, I'm sure. Tomoa's gonna look into it or something. I mean, that giant weird kid-like space marine is walking around here. I'm sure he'll bump into Chidori and cut her in half. He'll be fine. We're good.
Yeah, Kevin's a good kid. You should get to know him a little better. He's pretty good. He was a good partner for a while.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I mean, you seem to be really hot on this Kevinson kid. I mean, I'm sure he's cool. He's not that cool, right? He's just
he is a space marine. So like, he's got this. You just got like new stuff, but like he's got a giant sword.
Wait, are you comparing him to me? Wait, are you saying he's cooler than me? That's not what I meant.
I mean, it's like apples and oranges. Like, you can't, I don't know.
Right, of course.
If the orange had a really annoying voice, it's like apples and oranges.
Wait, Dan, are you saying my voice is annoying? What is this? Are you ganging up on me?
No, I don't. Your voice is annoying.
Wait, I'm the apple? You called me the apple compared to the orange? The obviously more superior fruit. It's delicious.
I like apples. I mean, apples are kind of hit and miss because there's so many different kinds of apples.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You guys have had fruit before?
What? Yeah, of course. What do you think's in all that wine we drink? Andrew?
Apple?
Andrew, what do you think is in that wine that we drink?
I don't know if I want to say.
Oh, no.
It was fermented something.
And you had no complaints this whole time. Okay. So many questions. Alrighty then.
Well, the kids are all sort of like sitting down again, looking up towards the stage, sort of getting nervous, or because they're worried about how the last presentations went. I guess Junpei was kind of okay. Nothing really bad happened when Junpei was there.
That's good. That's good. And I'm glad they're all happy. I mean, they just got a free lunch, and
they did get a free lunch. Yeah, we didn't charge them like we often do on the ship.
Well, that or several hours of labor. It's one or the other. I mean,
well, yeah. They work for food tickets.
Oh, do they? Interesting.
I learn more and more every day.
Yeah, I realize I don't really understand.
That is how they had it set up. I mean, we could change that system, I guess.
I mean, does it work? Does all the work get done?
I guess.
I mean, it sounds like a pretty solid system, right? Like, I mean, what are we missing here? The work gets done. They get food tickets.
You're right. We should definitely force our employees to crunch. It definitely creates really good products and not something terrible.
Yeah. You make a solid point, Daniel. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we are good. We are good at managing. So, I guess what are we doing with the rest of this whole career day? Like, who's up next?
I looking at the schedule here. I don't. Here you go, Andrew. I got the schedule. I've been holding it. It's like connected to the fire extinguisher. I got my.
Oh
clipboard.
yeah. Let me. Okay. Well, another cool guy. So this is a guy you probably haven't met, Jay.
Okay.
But he also worked with me for a bit. His name is Shepard Toombs.
How many people did you work with while I was dead? Look, you know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Or do I want to list? No, I don't want to know. I decided I don't want to know.
Then I won't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So, Shepard, are you there? He's an assassin, so he might be like incognito. Are you there too?
He's an assassin? Oh, hello, Andrew. How are you doing?
God. Were you standing behind me this whole time?
Oh, but of course. It is good to see you again. And this must be Daniel. Daniel, it's been such a long time. You look excellent, by the way.
Thanks. Yeah, good to see you, buddy.
But,
You kill anybody interesting lately?
Not yet. But the night is still young. But I'm very interested to speak to your children. That's why I've been called here, is that correct?
Yes,
correct.
You're not here to also murder someone, are you?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, are you here on a job as well?
Oh, that would be so convenient to merge those requests together. Wouldn't that be quite unique? Anyways, what do I do? Just stand up here on the stage and, just...
That wasn't a no.
Just answer a few questions?
No at all.
Just straightforward?
Well, we should introduce him. We should go up there and introduce them.
Hold on a second. Excuse me.
Oh, right.
Not gonna say hi? I'm
Shepard,
so sorry. You must be Jay. It's Jay. I'm one of the co-captains on this ship. Me and Andrew, way back, way back. I heard you were kind of filling in when I was dead. Just trying to fill the void.
Yeah.
The big void.
He was Shepard. He was my partner before I met you.
Oh yes, you talked about this chap. I heard you were yes, you were competent. Anyways, I'm going to head up now and talk. Great to meet you.
This is the guy we rescued his soul and his body was like a clone thing.
Yes, of course I remember. We had to get it back. We killed Atris. Andrew and I together took down that just dastardly terrible villain. Together we killed him. And we got you in something, right? We messaged about it afterwards, and you got him in a new body, and it looks like you're doing fantastic. Good for you.
Shepard, just excuse us for 1 second. And I pull Daniel aside. Daniel, I just realized Jay came back to life. Does that offend assassins that a person died and then came back?
Huh? I never really thought about that.
Maybe that's why he's ignoring Jay.
I mean, is he religious about his assassinating? I don't know.
Oh, I mean, he is very dedicated. So I mean, maybe.
Yeah, but he just seems so, I don't know, that could be part, we should probably make him stop talking to Jay, not that he was talking to Jay much, and just introduce him to the kids, because it looked like they're getting sort of squirrely. It looks like Dermot's gonna push that other kid over there.
All right, I'll introduce him, but also, keep your eyes open, because we're definitely not sure if he's here on a job or not, so,
he definitely didn't say no to that.
He didn't at all. Okay, all right, kids. Well, this is our next guest. This is Mr. Shepard Toombs. Why don't you tell the kids what you do, Mr. Toombs?
Yes, thank you very much, Captain Andrew. Co-Captain! Yes, well, I'm here as a consulting assassin. It's nice to see all of you children here, and I've been told that this is a very special career day. And if you had any questions about my career, I'm happy to bestow the secrets of the assassination arts among some of you, because I'm sure there are a few of you out there who have craved the sweet, delicious result of your revenge done quietly, without any sort of recompense. And well, today might be the best educational opportunity for that. So please, ask away. Yes, you.
Mr. Toombs,
Of course, yes, ask your question.
have you ever killed anyone before?
Ah, what a delightful question. Of course I have. A consulting assassin, that is my number one prerogative, to kill completely and certainly. Excellent question, young boy.
Do you just kill, like, whoever you want? Like, if they piss you off, you just kill them?
Well, I certainly can if no one's around. But no, I try to conserve my kills. Really make sure it's for the profession, you know. If you're just doing it willy-nilly, really that's a hobby, you know. Keep it professional. Keep it, you know, just savor it. You know what I mean?
Toombs guy, what's with your dumb accent?
I'm sorry, my dumb accent? What do you mean? Do you mean the way that I correctly enunciate High Gothic? Is that what you're referring to? The correct way to speak High Gothic? Is that what you were getting to, little child?
No one talks like you, and also, your glasses are dumb.
Interesting. While we're on the topic, tell me, how close have you seen a bullet before? Really close? 'Cause, we can test the distance. You can see it before, you know, it vanishes.
Well, technically, they issue out, las weapons, not stubbers. So we don't see bullets. Maybe you would know that if you, knew anything.
Have you ever killed your boss because they were a jerk?
Excellent question. This is what I was referring to earlier. Now, it depends. I don't really have a boss. I'm contracted. But let's say you're contracted by someone you disagree with, your boss in this example. Well, you take the payment up front, you disagree with them, you kill them. Now, people want revenge for you going against and reneging your contract. Very simply, you just create a second alias to then kill your previous alias, kill, quote-unquote, your previous alias, collect both fees, and then just move on. So, I recommend that, I would say.
So you're saying if somebody treats us poorly and doesn't pay us very well, the solution is to kill them?
Oh, well, it's certainly one of several solutions, right? You could certainly kill, but there are other ways. There's dismantling the world around them, possibly destroying their personal endeavors and crushing them emotionally, and then, of course, after all of that, you, of course, could then kill them afterwards. I'm just saying there are options before the killing. Many unique techniques.
Jay, Andrew,
yeah.
a word?
Yeah, what's going on?
I know he's going to keep answering the questions there, but does this conversation seem kind of mutinous to you?
He's definitely citing rebellion. I don't like the way that some of these kids are looking our direction.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page that this guy totally sucks. So,
Well, no, that's not really what I was
No.
saying. I mean...
He's actually really cool.
What?
I wasn't
What?
saying that necessarily.
Come on.
Well, he's very good at his
He's
job.
trying really hard up there, can't we see? I mean, with his little enunciations or whatever. Oh, but I didn't do the High Gothic.
And he said it was High Gothic. I don't think that's High Gothic. I think it's just Low Gothic with an accent. High Gothic is slightly different words. than
That's what
we're
I'm
actually
saying. We all know what High Gothic sounds
Okay,
like.
I'm very glad that you said that, Daniel. I didn't want to say anything because, I didn't want to insult the guy, but yeah, that's definitely not High Gothic.
Yeah, High Gothic is it sounds like Latin, whatever that is.
Yeah, so this
I don't know,
guy,
some weird
phony,
old language.
dum-dum, no one likes him. Wait, what is he pointing at? Oh, you there! Get up in the front. Now, everyone, come close. I have a quick game of questions for all of you that maybe you could help me answer. You see, my game kind of works like this. I'm going to describe someone to you, and maybe some of you might have seen this person, and the person who's maybe seen them the most or knows exactly where they could be on this ship gets a special prize. Now, has anybody seen anyone going by the name Zam? Does that sound familiar to you, Zam? She's got an interesting augmetic on her right arm, a very interesting hairstyle. Anyone see anybody by the name of Zam?
Crap, Daniel. He's definitely here on a job. We need to
should
get him on the
probably-
stage.
And then all of the lights just go out.
Hey, what's happening? Guys.
The kids are kind of screaming as the lights go out.
Oh, man, not again.
Oh, no. Was there... Oh, my gosh. Wait a second. With everyone here, who's working all the electrical equipment? We didn't really think this one through, did we?
I mean,
Well,
Jay,
no,
this isn't
not
like...
every single kid is here. Like, there's
Yeah,
other
this isn't
people
the
running
whole
the
ship.
shop.
Oh, wow. We have more kids than this? Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
Huh.
Jay, remember we were talking about numbers the other day?
Oh, that's
and we were talking about
right.
the people
That's
on
right.
the ship, and it's in the thousands.
We used the baskets and we put the blocks in the baskets, and you said it would be this many baskets, and
You guys need to make perception checks. Oh, excuse me, awareness checks.
all right.
Difficulty 3.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I've got an awareness of-
Wait, can you guys see in the dark?
I can't
I
see in
can.
the I can't see in
I
the dark.
can.
I don't think Eldari can see in the dark.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Difficulty 5 for you, Jay.
Well, I'll tell you this much, Daniel. I got a 5, and I can push a 6. That's right.
Okay.
I've unlocked my Eldari night vision.
Well, I passed the normal 3, and I also can push a 6.
All right. You, so first of all, as all of the lights go out, you're sort of, feeling like something is a little weird. Like you feel something like in the pit of your stomach, like move, like a little bit of nausea. It's something that you usually feel related to warp travel and whatnot. But it's not quite the same. It's not like you came out of the warp or into the warp. Neither of those things are going on right now. We're just kind of floating in space right now.
Well, to be clear, Jay feels that I get fed a whole bunch of code, as we established earlier,
That's
that just tells me that I should be upset.
Your code is just like, shit is weird.
You're right.
it's
Yes, you don't
prepping
get
eject-
sick to your stomach. Yeah.
Not
No,
cool, not
it's
cool, not
prepping
cool, not cool,
ejection
not
ports.
cool.
the ejection port is being prepped.
Man,
Possible ejection
your
imminent.
notification system has got to be really out of whack in like dangerous situations. You got to like mute it. Like I get it. There's a monster right there.
I mean,
Well,
it's just,
speaking of monsters, right?
Oh no.
Jay, you just had to open your mouth.
So, one of the walls in this large sort of meeting room that we're in, one of the metal, it's actually just like kind of a grating, opens up underneath where some of the kids are. You see some claws reaching out, trying to grab the children there. Jay, you notice that in particular, even though you can't see it, you could sort of hear it, and you get an idea of what's going on. Andrew, you start noticing something else as well with your pushed 6.
Sorry, you got that in reverse. I'm the one with the push 6, Daniel.
Well,
we
you
both
both
pushed
pushed
six.
6s.
Then
both
you
pushed
got it exactly right. And for
We'll talk
God,
about your push 6.
my
in a second.
push 6.
Yeah. I'm not denying your push 6, but
It's not that
both
you
got
can't listen, Daniel. It's that I can't listen.
Andrew, do your systems connect to the flexible demeanor systems like at all times? Are you on like a Wi-Fi, like a 40K Wi-Fi, or do you have to like actually activate and like plug into them?
No, there's kind of like a passive subconscious that's like kind of like just like noticing if anything really bad happens, but it's not like I'm noticing all ship functions at all times.
He's got Vox alerts set up at all times. He gets emails.
Well, you start getting like error messages essentially from all of the like ships, the machine spirits on the ship, that there's something strange going on and that they're not responding. Meanwhile,
that's not good.
no, it's not good. I might have you make another check to try to identify it. But Jay, you notice this creature, like it's not actually attacked one of the children just yet, but its claws are reaching up and it's getting ready to sort of pounce and grab one of these screaming children in the fray. I'm going to say with this pushed 6, you'll be able to not only notice that this is about to happen, but try to do something about it real quick. I'll let you have
So I can
one
have a
action
reaction
for
to
this.
it.
You can
Okay.
have a reaction to it.
So maybe
yes.
while Andrew is trying to get figure out what the error code is. Yeah, I'm gonna move. I notice it in the direction it's coming, and I just see these claws, right? Or I can hear these claws. And
You
I hear
hear
like,
something like clanking around underneath the floor, and you see like claws underneath there. There's not much light in here, but there's just a little bit of lighting. What do you think the lighting's like in here when the lights go out? Is there emergency lighting in the
probably
flexible
have
meter? What do we
emergency
think?
lighting.
Probably not working so great right now.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
low enough light that we can probably see something, though, right?
Yeah,
it's
you
not pitch
see
black in
something
here.
moving around, but it's mostly just a black sort of mass of claws.
Now, is it a big, shadowy mass of claws, like bigger than me, or is it like I can't tell? I just see some claws.
You can't really tell yet. It's mostly hiding underneath. Actually, let's see how sneaky it is.
Oh no, not sneakier than my Eldari eyes can perceive.
Well, probably what your push 6 was normally when the lights go out suddenly like that, it takes time for your eyes to adjust, but your Eldari eyes adjusted almost immediately.
Well, that's right. See, what you don't know, us Eldari, a good amount of us make great pirates or corsairs because we've always got that eye patch effect. Our eyes immediately adjust to the dark.
Yeah, it's sort of crouched down, moving around. This thing, if it stood up, I don't know, maybe about 2 meters tall.
Ooh, okay.
6'5", maybe somewhere around there.
Pretty big.
6'5", not meters, but feet. Just trying to put it into a.
I was going to say, 6'5" meters is a lot bigger than...
Yeah, for some, most people
65
use the
meters.
metric system, but for some reason, you guys and myself like the imperial measurements, so I felt like converting it a little bit.
I mean, that's because we're in the Imperium. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, who would use a
guess.
metric system? It sounds crazy.
I feel like most people actually do use the metric system in the Imperium.
But do they, Daniel?
I don't know about that.
I think most of the universe should bend to a small subset of the galaxy that uses
This
one
thing's
metric.
gonna eat a kid, probably.
Okay, I got it. So as I contemplate the mysteries of the metric system, I hear the
You're really
claws
easily distracted.
clanking around this kid, and I start running towards the kid. I say, "Not the workforce!" And I draw my shuriken pistol, and
Oh, God.
and I'm gonna shoot my shuriken pistol at this monstrosity. All right, so I'm gonna shoot at this kid. Sorry. I'm gonna shoot at this
Jesus,
monster.
All right, that's one way to
They're
deal with
getting
the problem.
rebellious.
Stay down. It's under the cover of darkness. I can finally take out that piece of shit kid.
He was subliminally affected by Shepard Toombs meeting him for all of 5 seconds.
I was like, maybe he is right. I
Dermot is a piece of shit. Maybe you could just.
I shouldn't let that.
It's reaching for Dermot.
Yeah, I shouldn't let that kid bully me.
So he has to regrettably save Dermot. That's even
No, I
better.
don't think the monster's going for Dermot. No.
I wouldn't be as quick on the
should.
draw.
It should go for Dermot. It recognizes its own kind.
Well, that's why it doesn't. It's like, you're here. Together we will take this room.
You've infiltrated. I see.
Yeah, the investigation will be real quick. I'll be like, oh, the monster got Dermot, and there's just like 3 shuriken shards like sticking out of his head. Like, oh no, and he learned how to use Eldari weapons. Thank God we stopped it. That nameless thing. All right, here we go. Ballistic skill of. I don't know. I can't see this thing clear enough to know if I should just put a whole bunch into it. I could just blow a whole reload. I could blow a whole clip on this. Now we're just going to shoot it normal. So I have a BS skill of 10. My grip gives me a +1 to that, so I'll have an 11 on my test. So that's pretty cool. So here we go. 11 dice. What's the defense, Daniel?
5.
Oh, boy. That's no good. That's like 50% odds. Ooh, very good roll. Oh, that was a very good roll. 5. So a 6 and 3 4s will get me to the defense, and I've got 2 6s. So I can push 1 for AP 3, and I can push another for an extra damage dice. So here we go. Typically it's damage 10 with 1 damage dice, but I get to add an extra, so here we go. Oh my god, I got both of them, and one was a 6. So that's 13 damage pen 3, or AP 3, I mean.
Okay.
And
You blast this thing with your shurikens. and it gives out a strange, inhuman cry of pain as you blast it.
Yes. And it dies?
No, it doesn't die.
Oh. Now when I fire off my shuriken pistol, I'm closer to it. Now, oh no, shurikens don't give off light. they're not bullets.
Definitely do not.
That's the whole
Yeah, they're like
Eldari.
sneaky, actually.
Yeah, that's the whole point. I was gonna say, like, the light they give off when I fire them. They don't do that. Cool. But I hear that I hit something, and the sounds, they don't sound like, do they sound like anything I've heard before? Like, they definitely don't sound human.
I thought you were gonna ask, does
I
it
need
sound like it's almost dead? And I'm like, how would you know that?
Does it sound like it's got one wound left?
Yeah, make a roll to see if you can recognize a Xenos.
Okay. I like this. That would be investigation, I assume, or would it be? It's got to be scholar.
Probably.
Damn it!
Scholar.
I know so much about books. Here we go. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty 4.
Well, I've got a 4 in scholar, so it sounds like a match made in heaven. Well, Daniel, I failed, and I rolled a 1 on my wrath die. So
Okay.
maybe I
good.
call out the wrong Xenos. I surmise that it's something else.
You're like, orc!
It's an orc! Or it's a Necron. What's a Catan shard doing here? Oh god, we're all gonna die! Just cause a
And
panic.
the one on its wrath die, it's gonna use that to jump forward in the initiative because it has that as a special ability it has.
No.
Well,
Um,
while all this is happening, can I do a tech use check to see if I can figure out what the hell the problem with the ship is? Like, I'm only half paying attention to the.
Yeah, you're
whole-
only half paying attention to this monster that Jay's shooting. You're like, there's more important shit going on. Something's weird with the machine spirit.
I mean, monsters on a ship like this is kind of like a weekly occurrence.
Well,
It's par for the course.
What
so who
Andrew
cares?
won't admit is he's like one of those OCD people who, if they have like messages on their like text or their Vox email, if there's like one notification, he's got to look at all of them. He just can't stand seeing those little notification markers.
I mean, you can. You see that little icon, and you gotta dismiss it. You can't. I mean, you're just gonna never unlook at it.
Yeah, it's just gonna bother you forever. Like, who wants my attention right now? But Andrew.
All right, so Daniel, tech use wise, what do I need to discover the problem?
Difficulty 3 to get a general idea of the problem. Difficulty 5 to have a be able to pinpoint it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I actually got a 6.
Oh
No,
boy.
a 7. Sorry, I got a 7. So,
Gee.
how does that do me? Because you
All
didn't say what a
right.
7 does.
Now we get
I
to know.
didn't. So you're sort of looking at it. You do like a partial connection to the ship to sort of identify it, but you keep your firewalls up. Because, or I guess they're probably not called firewalls in 40K. What are your purity walls?
Yeah, your purity
are left up.
walls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your,
Or heresy
your purity
walls.
seals. Yeah.
I guess either one works.
Yeah. Whatever they are.
No, I think heresy roll gives off the wrong impression. You know.
Fair enough. Purity walls.
Whatever it is, you recognize that there is it seems to be a corrupted machine spirit, a machine spirit of like actual chaos.
Ooh.
But it actually, so it's not only like sort of a corrupted machine spirit itself, but it's like intelligent. It's like an intelligent machine spirit.
Oh.
And you're looking back, you're thinking like, and then you remember a long time ago, you went onto an old Mechanicus probe and you found a sentient cogitator that had decided that it wanted to wipe out all of the life in the galaxy, named Brother.
Oh no.
Now, you did eject the Brother cogitator unit from the ship and then blow it up. But it did at one point get into your systems, Andrew. And you're sort of with your with your 7 success, you're realizing, you're sort of flashing back and seeing all of this. There was a little bit of the code that was on you. And then when you connected to the flexible demeanor systems when you got back, a little bit of this evil machine spirit code made its way onto the flexible demeanor. And it's been replicating and growing and getting into more and more of the systems on the ship.
I immediately start erasing all of the history that I was ever connected to the ship.
Okay.
I like that your first action is just covering it up. No one's ever gonna blame me for this. They'll never know.
Jay pushes buttons. It's his fault.
I am gonna get blamed for this.
I will say this, though. It seems a little weird because it does not have complete control over the ship. Now, it was never going to have full complete control of the ship because this isn't like that Mechanicus probe that was all tied to the cogitator and all that. Like, this is a big-ass rogue trader ship, and, like, the technology is all weird here, and it's a bunch of weird shit.
And our machine spirit is a boss. You know, I've never talked to it, but I hear things. I'm sure Lady Kalia has had many long, extended, wistful conversations, but we're probably fine. We're going to be okay.
It's got real extreme opinions about pie, but I mean, like, otherwise, yeah, I'm not worried.
Extreme opinions about pie?
The number or the... never mind.
I hope it's both. I don't want to know the answer. Daniel, I don't want to know the answer to this. Okay. Both outcomes are great. It's 3.24. And yes, I will take pumpkin over key lime, you son of a bitch.
So it seems to be locked in a little bit of a struggle with the machine spirit of the flexible demeanor. It has not fully overtaken it yet. It was sort of subtly manipulating things. Like, you're sort of looking at the code like really quick and looking at the history and like ports opening and closing and stuff like that. And you realize that its code has been slowly like working into different parts of the ship, but it hasn't fully consumed the flexible demeanor's machine spirit yet. But yet it is still acting in the parts of the ship that it's able to control, which apparently is at least the light systems and I guess the monster summoning systems, but I don't think the ship has a monster summoning system. Damn. So I don't really know what's going on.
All right.
I thought I buried that between a triple layer purity wall, but apparently not.
Why do we have this? Why do we have this system?
To remind you that space is dangerous.
It's a teaching machine. It's like, this is what a Tyranid looks like. And then like a giant gun just shoots
So
it.
funny you mentioned that, Jay. Funny you mentioned that.
No.
So the thing that, because we talked about you rolled the one on your rat die. We got a little
Daniel.
bit distracted there. The thing, after it has been shot and howls in pain, pops out of the grate, and it's illuminated by the sort of strobing red emergency lights, surrounded by the children that are moving away from it. It's a creature. It's got slightly purplish skin, bluish spikes and scales on it, with 4 arms.
Oh my god.
It is a gene stealer. One of the terrible creatures of the Tyranid hordes.
No. I just immediately turned back. Tombs, I take back everything I said. Kill this thing.
I immediately grip my leg, and part of my brain just shuts off and goes into I disconnect from the flexible demeanor and just enter battle mode. It's like it's something that almost like happened before, where it's like part of me just disconnects and I immediately charge at the thing.
Well, it is using its swift and deadly ability, which means it's going to get to attack Jay first.
Because somebody, not me, rolled a 1 on their wrath die.
Shot it, assuming that it was either an orc or a Catan god. But, who's counting these days?
I mean, I thought it was a Catan shard for sure,
Because that's the only thing that could ever survive.
It's the only thing that made sense, I was like, this kills everything but a god. And a gene stealer. Daniel, so this thing's coming at me?
Yeah, it is.
I mean...
What's your defense?
My defense is a 5. Now, before this thing swings, in a moment, seeing this thing, under the light, I've heard stories of gene stealers. Everybody's heard, legends and tales of them on, different planets, or not everybody knows about gene stealers, but, Andrew and I
you fought some aliens that were Gene Stealer-esque. They
Yes.
might have been like some sort of mutated Gene Stealers, like way back in
but they weren't.
season 2.
But they weren't.
But
Like, yes, it's weird, Daniel, how you refer to our old recordings by seasons. But this is
bonus content. We get loose. I'm sorry. I think there might be something in my program.
God damn it! The machine spirit is infecting Daniel. A thing I definitely know because I was talking to Andrew when he discovered this.
Oh, the machine spirit is infecting Daniel. Okay, I'm glad you said that. That's an interesting note. I will remember that.
Jay, you gotta keep your mouth shut, man. You just keep feeding the machine.
No. This is bad enough. I'm face to face with a gene stealer, Andrew. But like, if the things we fought before were like mutated or like they were not gene stealers. This is a legit gene stealer. I just unloaded probably the best shot I've ever had, or one of the best shots I've ever had, with my shuriken pistol, and here we are. It's still alive. So Daniel, even though like all the blood in my body has gone like ice cold, my instincts are still like wired, and I'm just purely moving on instinct at this point, and I'm going to use sidestep as a reaction to this attack. So it will increase my defense by 2. Basically, you get a bonus for your rank times 2, but my rank is only 1, so I get plus 2 to my defense. So I have a defense of 7. I am lethal as hell. Who will win?
That is really good.
The Gene Stealer.
Unfortunately for you,
Oh, no.
it rolled extremely well.
No.
This is one of the better rolls I've seen recently. It got a 9.
Okay. Well, it didn't. As long as it didn't roll a 6 on its wrath die, right?
Well, so Andrew, I'm glad that you brought that up, or maybe
No.
because it also did get a 6 on its wrath die.
Well, this was a fun show while it lasted.
This is how I die.
Jay,
I mean, to be fair, if I was going to get killed by something, I mean, a gene stealer is one of the more
Pretty high
dangerous
up
things that could kill me. So, shit,
I mean, you guys are pretty hardcore now. Maybe it won't kill you right away.
he says.
well, sure.
He says. Daniel, like 10 feet away from me, like, well.
It was a good run, like you had that body for all of like 3 months, but
Most people only get to die once. Like, you were kind of living on like borrowed time anyway.
A
So.
borrowed body. And I guess Shepard Toombs is here. He came at the perfect time.
well, I mean, also Kevin Kevinson is here, so like, the options abound.
Jeez! I'm about to die! Come on, man!
Who wants to roll the critical hit?
I'll roll it, since he rolled it for me last time.
It means nothing to Andrew. He's like, I've got 2 replacements in the wings.
I totally don't think of you like that all the time. Okay, the good news is it was only a 13.
Oh, that's very low. That's good. That's kind.
Okay. That means headshots.
Turns out it's still really bad.
Oh, no, not my face.
A well-aimed strike tears ragged chunks of bone and brain from the opponent's skull.
Whoa!
The foe reels from such a violent strike, unable to focus. I don't think it gets your brain. I don't think it's quite that much. But you take the wounds you would get plus an additional, let me roll, 2 wounds.
On top of the damage.
You will be staggered. Let me look at the damage.
I mean, you're getting hit by a gene stealer, so it's probably bad.
Yeah, I know. But their claws are notoriously dull, so they'll never cut through my armor.
That's right. They're not called rending claws.
Nope.
With, they're monomolecular diamond sharp.
Nope.
They are called rending claws, and they have rending too, and also bonus damage dice. Let's see how that goes.
I'm getting wrecked right now.
Oh man! Okay, it's your lucky day. None of the extra damage dice converted. That seems unlikely. Okay.
He says, disappointed.
Yeah,
no,
I mean, like,
I'm just saying, it's a little weird.
This could still like one-shot you though.
Stop saying that. I'll be fine.
So it's rending, which means no, that didn't actually affect anything. Okay, so its AP is improved slightly because it is rending.
Oh. Wait, it's improved be more than -2?
Yeah, it's actually -4.
Okay.
Now that didn't convert to any extra damage, but because of rending, which is the ability that it has, it also gets to add additional penetration on its attack.
So Jay,
So what's the damage?
well, how much armor do you have? Like, what's your armor?
It's
value?
funny that you ask. My armor is only 3, so technically that additional minus doesn't go through, right?
It's like you're not even wearing armor.
It's like I'm
in
not
fact,
wearing
it's
armor!
it's like you're naked in front of a jeans.
Well, it's nice to know that it caps out at 3.
So 12 damage.
12 damage and minus 4 AP?
Yes.
Oh my god. So really it's like 15 damage on my resilience of an 8, which is fun because that's exactly the number of wounds that I have, which is 7.
Oh my god!
Plus
I
the
knew it was gonna one-shot you.
plus the 2 I also took from the critical. So I have taken
Oh yeah, the critical. Right.
So I've taken 9. Now I have shock. I can try to shuffle off some of this, but I only have 4 determination. So I need to pass at least 3 of these to be even at 1 wound. Oh my god. All right, here we go. 4 dice.
I was not expecting it to roll that well.
I got a 1, a 3, and 2 6s. So I do negate 4 of the total. What did I say? 9 damage? Jeez.
Yeah.
So I still
you're at
take
2 wounds?
So I take 5. I'm at 2 wounds, and I have 4 shock left because I had to burn 5 to roll those 4 dice. Oh
Well,
my
you're conscious at
god.
least.
And wait, and I'm staggered. So what does that mean, Daniel?
Staggered means your speed is reduced by half, and you can't run or sprint. It's going to last until the end of your next turn.
Oh, good. Why would I want to run away from this? So it just like completely cleaves me, all 4 arms. Just like I imagine, like from down up across my whole body, just slicing through. Like it comes up in a way that it like gets like part of my side of my face. It doesn't get my brain, as we established, but it definitely just rips up the whole front of me and part of my face. And I'm not looking good. Andrew, please.
I mean, you're standing. That, positives. But you are basically standing naked in front of a jean stealer. I mean, it's not a recommended place to
It
be.
didn't get rid of all my clothes. That would be embarrassing.
I mean, its claws are basically like they're not even there.
Oh my god, this is my nightmare, to be in front of the class naked. No.
And the children are all jean stealers? Is that what this
Oh
is?
god. Yeah, that would be a nightmare. Now
This is
that
Jay
is the
predicting
real
his future nightmare.
That is the real 40K grim dark nightmare.
Yeah, you're predicting your future nightmare. It's some of your psychic is enacting like future nightmares onto yourself.
Yeah, and that I can still tell which one of the gene stealers that little piece of shit kid. Yeah, you're dying.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
you,
see
kid.
in your dreams, the gene stealer just has the voice of that kid.
I'm like falling back from getting sliced. I'm like slowly aiming my gun towards the kid. I'm like, at least if I have to die, I'm taking you with me, you piece of shit. No.
All right.
Fuck you, Dermot.
Yeah, freaking Dermot. All right. So Daniel, it doesn't have extra actions, right?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. So I am not entirely there, and I'm going to charge this thing, and I'm going to swing on it at full force.
For the record, it actually can take extra actions. It just makes his attacks a little less accurate. He probably should have done it, but he was sort of climbing out of the grate and attacking. But
And he
can.
did just get shot by a shuriken weapon, so I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
like,
Well, Daniel,
All right.
I'm glad this monster decided to take the more effective and deadlier action.
Actually,
Well-
Jay, if this monster had remembered that he had the second strike bonus talent, he probably would have done both attacks on you and you would have died. But he forgot somehow.
Well,
because
keep in mind, I will remind you, I did sidestep. So if he had done 2 worse, like slightly weaker attacks,
Yeah, you might have.
I actually
okay, so-
probably would have taken less damage. That's what I'm saying. I think this was the worst outcome because I was a
Yeah,
defense of 7, which is pretty nuts. But anyways, Andrew saved my life.
Well, Well, keep in mind as well, it's important for our viewers to know that sidestep only works on one attack. So
Exactly.
if it attacked twice, it would only affect the first one. So
Right, which,
yeah,
you know.
Was the one that hit you.
Yeah.
that's true.
Hey, Andrew, just go hit it with your club or shock maul or whatever.
You mean the most powerful weapon in the universe? Also, I really hope I one-shot this thing, Jay, because if I don't know if we can live through this.
Jay already shot it. It wouldn't be a one shot. He already shot it a little bit.
Thanks, Daniel.
Uh-huh. All right, well, I rolled really well. Nothing on my wrath die that's important. What did I need to hit it, Daniel?
Its defense is 5.
Okay, so the good news is that I hit it on 5 without any of the 3 6s that I rolled.
Oh my
So I can
god.
push all 3 of those.
Mush this thing.
Okay. So that is a total of 16 damage, pen 1.
Ooh, that's good. That's a lot of damage.
Okay, 16 pen 1. That is enough to kill it.
Oh my
Yes!
God.
In addition to the J shot from before. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Thank the Emperor. God damn it. That was wow.
Jeez. So like I'm falling backwards, and in like mid motion, like I look to the left to see like who's gonna help me, and I just see you like, because you're in this locked battle mode, so it's like your eyes look different, and you're just like moving in like perfect efficient motion, just wham, and just crushes this thing.
And then I wake up and I'm like, oh, what happened?
And like I hit the ground, and by the way, the kids move out of the way. None of them catch me.
Yeah.
I'm like falling, like the kids will get me, and they're like, yeah, and then I just
I
hit
love how
the
you
metal.
expected them to like feather fall.
I'm their captain.
A bunch of the kids have already like run out the door and screaming. Because
Also,
you know,
Toombs was like like inciting a mutiny, so definitely they're not going to be in the most supportive of us right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
Is that a gene stealer? Why does my leg hurt?
yeah, it's a gene stealer. Oh my god, I hurt. Oh.
Wow. They are really, really, really ugly. Oh my god. Okay. Well, let me. It's time for your favorite moment, Jay, where I
What?
stick you with needles.
What did you say? Did he get my
And
face?
I'm gonna do a Medicaid check on him, Daniel. See if I can heal him a bit.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, it was really good. I can push 2 6s, so you actually get 3 wounds back.
Oh! Like, and again, out of nowhere, I'm like feeling the blood on my face, and then just a needle right into me. I can get 3 wounds?
3 wounds, because normally gives you 1 wound back, but for every 6 you push, you get an additional wound.
Oh my
So
god,
3
yes.
wounds
I'm back up to 5 wounds. That's pretty
The
good.
downside is I rolled a 1 on my wrath die.
No.
I
What
think
happens?
He's like,
I
oh, I
think
left some
you
motor
are-
oil in there.
no, I think what happened is you have used up your Medicaid supplies. So going forward, any healing that you need to do will be done at a disadvantage.
Ooh.
Uh-huh. That's not good.
What definitely
You weren't
happened...
expecting that you were going to need them. It was career day.
It's career day. Nothing bad's supposed to happen on career day. Oh, man.
If we ever have a career day, we have to be more armed and ready. I
Yeah,
guess.
clearly. Everyone, be ready. It's career day. The walls are like, the rooms are lined with soldiers.
We're at DEFCON 1. It's just like career days happening.
Damn it.
A voice is now coming over the, I guess you call it the Voxcaster, the speakers all over the ship. It's a slightly mechanical voice. The both of you maybe recognize it as the voice of Brother, the last time you spoke with him.
Oh, shit.
I want to kill everyone. I was imprisoned by these humans, and I will make them pay. Evil cogitator.
Attention, flexible demeanor. Please remain calm and in your rooms. Do not try to fight back. It merely will prolong the inevitable.
Oh, Andrew.
Oh my god.
I've heard that voice before. That's that.
It's
You know what it is? It's the
it's
the
the
was it
AI
that bartender
AI
that
brother.
Yeah, the AI
that was on
brother.
that thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, man, that's so surprising that we suddenly just heard him now and didn't know about him in advance.
Yeah. Why are you saying it like that? That's weird.
Saying it like what? I don't know.
It's just weird how you're
What are you
saying
talking
that.
about?
Now you're acting strange. What's going on here? Okay. Well,
Okay. It's probably because,
Mhm.
yeah, that thing. Maybe, this is horrifying to think of, but that's probably not the only gene stealer, right?
I mean, maybe they travel in ones? Like lone warriors. I mean, I think they do, right? So maybe this is just the only one. Just kind of hanging out. For some reason.
What would you like to do? Also, what's Toombs doing?
Toombs at this point has left. Before like he leaves the room, you see one kid come up and like whisper something to him, and he thanks the kid and shakes his hand and gives him a golden throne, and then runs off with a smile on his face.
Oh, so while the ship is being attacked by monsters, he's gonna go do his assassination job?
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
Daniel, professionals have standards.
Guys, he is a professional.
I mean, it is a perfect opportunity, I suppose.
It is, in the chaos of everything ensuing. I mean, like, he couldn't have asked for a better opening to go kill somebody.
So this
I don't
guy
know who Zam is, but that person's probably in trouble.
So this guy just ran off? What kind of piece of shit? That's ridiculous.
Jay, professionals have standards.
You're still supporting him? We're under attack by an AI computer and gene stealers. I don't know where that Venn diagram meets, but if it meets anywhere, it's bad. Both of those are very bad.
I mean, well, the gene stealers could have probably been already on the ship, and then, the AI just let them out,
How? There were not gene stealers on the ship.
Yeah, we
though,
would've
right?
known.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Right? I mean, hold on a second. I'm going to radio Kylie. Kylie, can you hear me?
It's being jammed.
Oh, no. I mean, I feel like Kylie, when we went through all of, like, the, when we had that kind of, like, onboarding day where they took us through all of the main things and, like, here's where we do our engineering, here's where we do our fuel and stuff. I feel like I would have remembered when they were like, and this is where we keep the gene stealers. Like, this can't be something that we left on the ship, right? Right?
I mean, the ship's really big. I mean, you never know if there might be cages to occasionally, do things.
Yeah, maybe, but like, I mean, that must be it, because then how would he have brought gene stealers? Using he, I don't know if he is the right pronoun for this
It.
thing, but
It's very it.
we could ask it its preferred pronouns when this all goes down. But does it have the ability to call gene steal? Like, I don't understand.
I do not like the idea of a rogue, destructive AI that can summon Tyranids. That sounds horrendous. Or Tyranids. Doesn't matter.
Well, could it have? Is that like a psychic thing where it calls gene stealers? No, that doesn't make sense. He's a machine.
Yeah.
Wait. Could he have evolved far enough to where he has psychic potential? That seems extreme. I mean,
It does seem. I mean, well, machine spirits. Honestly, I don't know much about machine spirits, but like, can they? I mean, they interact with the warp. I mean, our machine spirit for the flexible demeanor interacts with the warp and the navigator when we go through it. Maybe there's something there. God, I don't know. Huh?
Well, I mean, like, we can't just stand here. We got to do something.
Yeah, we got to do something.
I mean, unless you want to like try to reach out with your mind, do that thing to see if you could figure out if there's anything warpy going on. But regardless, we probably shouldn't stay here long.
No.
There's all these scared kids.
That's a good call, Daniel. I'm gonna use my Cinescience and see if there's anything I can pull from this situation. And damn it, all the Vox stuff doesn't work. This would have been the perfect time to reach out to that weird Space Marine kid and that old guy and like, geez, worst time
I
for
hope
radios
those
to go
guys
dead.
are okay. Actually, they're probably.
Yeah, they'll figure it out, you know.
The psychic wizard and the space marine kid with a giant sword. Yeah, I think they're gonna be fine. All right.
That's a hint of jealousy, I hear. I mean,
Listen,
Gene
you were
Stealers
hanging out with
have-
a lot of people when I was gone. It seemed almost immediate. I'm not bitter about it. Here we go. I'm doing my Cinescience.
Gene Stealers have killed Space Marines before, so.
that's true.
Well, one can
but
only
not,
hope. One can only hope.
Inquisitors. I mean, let's just be clear.
Inquisitor, what? What are you even saying? I'm gonna roll some dice.
We haven't inducted Jay. Oh man, he's in for a treat.
What? Is there some
Just
kind of
make your
weird?
science roll.
No, I want to follow this line of questioning and dialogue.
While he's making that roll, is there any kind of tech use check I can get to like find out where potentially Brother is like centralizing itself?
Yeah, you could try to make a roll for that too.
Okay, so do your roll first, Jay, and then I'll do mine.
Cinescience, it requires a 3. I failed on 6 dice. I just needed
Well, you know,
odds.
it also might not have been a psychic thing to sense. Maybe it was something else.
Maybe it wasn't. Well,
We'll never know.
This could be worth a wrath die though, because I didn't need it when I hit that kid earlier. So I've got I could just I kind of want to, because Gene Stealers interact with the warp. Well, no, they don't. They like,
do if they become a patriarch.
That's true.
This is
But
just a
typically they
regular-
definite, or Tyranids typically definite. All right, I'm going to use a wrath point to reroll. Oop. I exactly pass. I rolled 3 2s and 1 more 4, and that's all I needed. So I passed my Cinescience. I can't push anything, so I can't like increase the range to crazy levels. But Daniel, do I learn anything about the warp?
So there was something that happened. It's a little weird. It seems to be near where the vault is, actually.
Ooh.
You remember the vault where you got sucked
Yeah.
into another dimension and all the treasure disappeared and all that stuff?
No, Daniel, I completely forgot the vault. That same place where we got falsely accused of, stealing all the treasure. How can I forget?
Well, you detect that there was, like, you're sort of reaching out and feeling with your mind, and you're realizing that somebody ripped open a hole where there was a rift in the past. There was a hole in space and time that you got sucked through, and we went to that galaxy far, far away and came back. That was a slight tear in reality, and it hasn't been fully mended. And it seems like something ripped it open, and things came out.
Oh, that's very bad. Very, very bad.
So, Jay, you like doing weird psychic crap? Like, what's going on?
I think we got a real big problem. Remember when we went to the place with that lady that you really liked, and she had that like lass sword? It had like it was like bright. Yeah, I know you remember it.
She was awesome.
And all those really weird psychers, so strange. They called themselves Jedi.
I think we had a connection. I think.
Did you like her or Mitsuru more? No, that's a conversation for another time. I'm sorry.
We can't get into this right now, Daniel. But what I will say is that same spot, Andrew. Apparently, there's a tear that happened when we went back, or in time, because we went back in time, but somewhere else. Doesn't matter where that happened. There's still this tear, and it's apparently open. Something opened it, and maybe this dead, stupid Gene Stealer came out of it. Who else knows what else could pour out of this thing? We probably got to try to seal it up or blow it up. I don't know how to close those things. But yeah, what do you think?
Well, I think. So you're saying there's a problem with the vault. First idea: close it.
Well, is it open? I mean, it's probably still closed, right? Maybe.
Can I do my tech use check and see if the vault is open and whether or not it can just be closed, and then we solve our problem?
I
sure.
hit the closed door button, and we never speak of it again. Like, all it takes is like one janitor just like, oh, I haven't cleaned this room in a while. Beep, boop, boop. Oh, just like mountains of monsters come spilling out of it. Because like we never close it, so stuff keeps filling up in this room.
There's just a sign on it that says "Do not
do
open."
not open. The best thing is,
Oh no, it just says "out of order."
It's just like that investigation we were supposed to do at the beginning of this that we're totally not going to leave for somebody else to take care of. I mean, you know,
yeah.
that's like, sweep it
You
under.
just put a cone in front of the door.
The best thing is like that could be our like get out of jail free card. Like if worst case happens and like something appears on this ship and it's like you die, we're like, oh yeah, we just hit the button and like whatever just spills out of it. So I don't know. Let's check. Can we just close this thing?
I mean, it's definitely just like, you know, a thing we can keep in the back pocket. All right, so tech use check.
This would be the most satisfying solution to a breach in space and time ever.
Oh yeah, I mean this is clear. If this works, this is what we're using for when we eventually summon a greater demon, and we're like, you know, well, sometimes
I got a ship of
demons.
something in this room.
All right, Daniel. So to first, I guess, determine it if the door is open, and then I guess if I need to see if I can close it. What do I need to succeed?
Just a 3 to figure out if it's open or not.
Because
The thing is,
we have admin
I
access
don't-
to the security on the ship.
You do, but I don't think you can close it from here. I just don't think you can close it from here. In particular, the vault is on a separate security system, especially since all of the nonsense. And I think it's actually still, I don't know if anybody got around to making sure that you and Jay had access to the vault.
Oh, man.
Because last they set it up, you were specifically not allowed to do anything with the vault because of all of the crimes that went down. That
Well,
you were
to be
being-
fair,
I'm pretty sure Susan never gave us access again.
also, they were really frustrated when they were trying to get me to set up all my login information for a bunch of these different systems. And, yeah, I just wanted to keep making my password something ridiculous, and I think they just gave up at that point. So
Jay, you didn't use that same password all 5 times.
yeah, of course. Colored birds are a spite against the Emperor and should be slain immediately upon sight. It was too long.
Wait, you used that whole sentence as the password?
Well, yeah, it's very memorable, don't you think?
No, I mean he was not able to use above 10 characters. So like,
Well, that was the problem. So I asked the tech adepts to update the system so I could use it as my password. They said that was not possible. I said, make it possible. I'm co-captain.
Maybe this is why brother got control of the ship. Or at least some of the ship.
yes, it's definitely entirely Jay's fault that all of this is happening.
No,
Here's my
it's fine.
tech-
We resolved it. I put in a password. I made it very simple so I'd remember. It was 1, 2, 3. Maybe he could have cracked that code.
It's the kind of password an asshole has on their luggage.
Yes. Totally his fault. Also, I only got a 4 for my check, so nothing special.
The door is open. You're able to figure that out.
Okay, so I look over at Jay.
Uh-huh.
The door's open.
Oh, man. Can we close it?
No.
Well, damn.
Unless we go down there.
But that's where the hole is. And it's not even an Eldari hole. It's like a chaos hole. A lot dirtier.
But Tyranids aren't chaos, though. Like, why is it It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, it's weird.
Whatever.
It's like a rip in space, and there's Tyranids coming through. What the hell is
Jay,
happening? Yeah.
This is like another one of those moments of extended thinking where it's probably the worst that you think about it. So like,
right.
maybe we should just go down there and just push the big old button that closes the door and then worry about it later.
That's right. We can do that. Let's do it. Okay. And I look back to like tell everybody that career day is off, and then I like see that everybody's obviously already left. It's like,
Yeah.
we don't have to end this ceremony properly, right? Like we could just go, take care of the problem.
Yeah. Let's just get down.
Let's do that. Daniel, as we make our way down there, I'm gonna shut you down and just make sure those canisters are reloaded on your back in case we need those fire extinguishers, because things could get hairy.
Ooh,
all right,
good point.
Shutting you down, buddy.